Well, hello there. Today we're going to try something new. Previously on my Facebook page for my fountain pen collection, I've been using photos for the featured pen, and this time I want to try it with a video. Bear with me, it's a first shot, and it's unscripted, so I'll probably and ah and say silly things in the process. Please forgive the slightly scratchy throat. I seem to have a bit of a frog in my throat, that is. So I sound a bit hoarse without having to whinny. Anyway, today's pen is one of my favorite pens. It's by one of my favorite pen makers, Jinhao. And this particular one, this beautiful blue pen with its chrome trim, is a Jinhao 601. It's an aluminium pen, which means that even though it's fairly small, as you can see, it fits nicely in my big hand. Still, even though it's fairly small, it's fairly weighty, and it's nicely weighted for the hand and for writing. It's a clip-on cap, and as you can see, we have a standard stainless steel nib. This nib is considered to be a fine nib, although it writes more like an extra fine. But that is typical for Asian nibs. They tend to be finer than their European counterparts. I prefer my nibs to be fine or extra fine. I enjoy the writing process better with them, like that. Now, the pen caps, or posts rather, the cap fits onto the barrel very nicely, firmly, so it posts really well. And posted, it has a nice balance in the hand. As you can see, with my big hand, it fits pretty well. Unposted, maybe not such a good fit, so I prefer to post my pens. Most of the Jinhao pens are really well made. I have yet to come across one that I was not totally satisfied with from opening the packet. I get my pens from eBay sellers in China, predominantly, and I set out when I started collecting my pens to ensure that no pen I buy would cost me more than $20 Australian. Now, I have some more expensive pens, but they were already in my collection before I actually started thinking of the pens that I possess as being a collection. Since then, I've not bought anything over $20. This particular one, if I remember correctly, cost me $6, and it's really worth it. It's the money I paid for it. It's a beautiful pen. I love the deep blue on it, and the chrome trim sets it off nicely. As far as writing is concerned, let's have a look. So this is a Jinhao 601, and it's a fine nib. And as you can see, it's a smooth writer. There is some feedback, as you can probably hear, slight scratchiness. Feedback can be a positive thing because it gets you that feeling that you actually doing something in a way that you enjoy doing it. That sounds crazy, but yeah. Writing with a pen that gives me a bit of feedback, I've always enjoyed it. Somehow I feel maybe a bit more in control. That's a personal thing. Now, the ink I have in here is a Van Diemen's Land ink. It's the very dark black gray one. I can't remember what it's called now. I'll have a look later on. The pen, as I said, is well balanced. It's a smooth writer. It has a really good flow. The being a steel nib, you probably don't expect much in the line of line variation, but let's have a look. There's a slight amount. You can try, some people like reverse writing. Reverse writing with this pen becomes extra fine, but there's still a flow. You can still write like this if you want to, if you feel like it. As far as wetness is concerned, it's not a very wet nib, which is good. I don't like wet nibs. I prefer them slightly on the dry side. And overall, I'm happy with it. It's a good pen. I really like it. It's excellent value for its money, for the money price what I paid for it. Yeah, okay, that's a bit of a, went a bit funny there. Anyway, enough blah blahing. Overall, this is a good pen. I'm happy with it. It's a great buy. Thank you, and see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this experiment. If it goes off well, I'll be back with another one later. In the meantime, keep on writing, keep on smiling, and be happy.